Hello, 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 and welcome to the Journey with Janie podcast. I am walking and talking, not done this for a long time. As many of you know, well, before I go into that, I should probably say today's episode is all about back to nature. Oh my word. Anyway, as most of you know, I was tucked up in my pit, my bed, for 2 days last week, and I had to stop. Nothing was working. I was just absolutely couldn't move. So that was God, Spirit, Universe, whatever, telling me I needed to just stop, rest, and that's exactly what I did. And yeah, took myself off to the coast for the weekend. Sat with the roaring waves, just chilled, slept, read. I actually picked up a book, which I've not done for I don't know how long, and read over 100 pages. Not really sure why I'm telling you that, but it felt good at the time. And yeah, you don't need to see me huffing and puffing now, so I'm going to turn the camera around. And who are just listening, this morning I got this feeling I needed to do something different. Yes, I've been to the coast over the weekend. Yes, I have sat in silence. Yes, I've taken a leaf out of my own book and listened to my own advice, but I needed to go somewhere different. I'm actually back at the farm, came back yesterday, so I'm actually up in the trees, up in the forestry, and doing a loop that I spent hours and hours running around while I was training for the Great North Run, which was too many years to actually mention, a long time ago. And 2 hip replacements later, I thought today could be the day to actually get back on the trails and just sit and be, take time out. And you know what? I can't believe how much these trees have actually grown. It's such a long time since I was actually up here. And it just shows nature just keeps going. Nobody's stopping it. It just keeps on plodding on. So, yeah. I was just going to walk so far and turn back and walk back. And then I was like, no, do your route. And, yeah, head back. So, today's lesson is do something different. Get yourself out there, go on a different walk. At the end of the day, we're all creatures of habit, and I actually love walking around the fields at home, I'll be honest. But we are creatures of habit, and sometimes we have to just do something different. I have mentioned this a few times when I've been on about writing with your non-dominant hand. Have any of you tried that yet? I do that regularly to just get my thoughts out on paper. And because when you're writing with your non-dominant hand, you actually have to think about the words that you're writing. Now, all I can hear currently is my feet on the ground. It's still this morning, there's no wind, and it's just absolutely beautiful. I'm immersing myself in the trees, the crunch of my feet, and just soaking in the nature, just stopping and looking. I mean, for those of you viewing, I'm just going to quickly just look a bit closer into the side and just look at it. Look at the trees, the green, glowing, the pine trees. And wow, yeah. Do we actually stop long enough to notice? A lot of the time I don't think we do. You know, every day over the past few weeks when I've been walking, it's been so warm, the grass is starting to burn off. Almost looks like a Sahara desert outside the front of the house, probably why I've been drawn to come up into the trees, into the greenery. But do you actually stop? I stopped the other day and there was numerous butterflies flying around, bumblebees, you know, and if I hadn't stopped, I would have kept on walking, just walking, not even thinking about where I was going, because that's the track I take all the time. And that's what happens in life. We continue on the same track, the same hamster wheel, and wonder why the results we're getting are the same as what we got 5 years ago, because we're not changing anything. So, being up in these trees today, I've got a ta-da list, as I call it, not a to-do list, a ta-da list. Ta-da! This is what I get to do on a daily basis. So that's sitting waiting for me when I get back. But I could have sat at the table and worked through that list, but not been productive, because I knew there was something missing today. And you know what? After being at the coast, where it was even more burnt off, and coming home and walking yesterday in those orangey, yellow, burnt off grass bits, is all I can describe it as, just wasn't getting it. So today, that's why I've obviously been drawn here. Just look, it's still green. It's absolutely beautiful. For those of you just listening, the fir trees are starting to get, you can see the cones starting to come on the growth for the cones for the winter, for the squirrels, I'm assuming, up here, to feed the birds, the squirrels, whatever feeds off the pine cones off the trees. And now I've lost my train of thought. That's typical me, isn't it? Yeah, the greenery. It's just, I was craving that green, that nature. And as I walk further along here, the ferns are protected by the trees. At home, they're actually burnt off, frazzled, almost. And just look at these. They're green, they're beautiful, like the beauty of a fern leaf. How can that make you smile? Oh my God, it's put a smile on my face today. So there we go. The green fern. For those of you just listening, if you want a green fix, you need to get onto YouTube and watch the video. Yes, it's burnt off in the middle of the tracks where the sun hits, but where the trees are protecting the growth, it's just, yeah, nature at its best. It's just a lesson in nature today, and I just feel so much better from being out here. I've probably walked, or will have walked, further than I've walked in a long time today. But you know what? I've taken my time and enjoyed it. And that hour is just, oh, look at the butterfly. Did you catch it? Lovely white butterfly with black markings. Yeah, anyway. So there, it's more open where I'm standing at the minute. And the grass is starting to die off. You can see it. There's no protection from the trees. And this is why, just watch, look, take notice of nature. It's our greatest teacher. And knowing that we are actually rooted in nature and we get to come out and spend time in nature. So yes, I was at the beach and enjoying the nature of the rolling sea and actually roaring sea at the weekend. The waves were absolutely amazing. Watching the rhythm of the waves coming in and going out, crashing into each other a lot of the time, which I've never actually seen. Probably because I've never actually stopped and watched it. So that's the lesson today, guys. Get yourself out in nature, but not in the normal place that you would go. Enjoy what God's put there for us to look at and learn from. Because basically that's what it is. It's teaching us to let go and just be and let the world around us just unfold. There's the butterfly back. Ooh, what's that trying to tell me? It's now following me. Anyway, from me to you this week, get yourself out in nature, enjoy it. Find somewhere where you can get some greenery. For those of us in the UK, that the whole of the countryside's looking quite orange. So yes, take care, my friends, and I will be back next week, bright and breezy. Maybe I'll be back in the trees, who knows. Bye for now.